Hey guys, we know computer only understand the language of zeros and ones, so the question is how they will understand images, right? So let's get started and see how we can train computers to understand our images. So there are two type of images. The first one is bitmap images, which we use generally in our WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. Right? And the second kind of images we are using on tools such as Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, etc. Right? So the vector images are using the geometric shapes and the calculations when we are drawing things, right? And they are stored in Adobe files and they are stored in SVG files, right? Editable files. But when we export them into JPG or PNG format, so that time they will convert into bitmap images. The vector images are not the part of your syllabus. I'm just giving you an idea so you will have a real life understanding about the images. So let's discuss the bitmap images that we usually use all around. So you can take an example of a human flag, right? Where the Pakistan created a world record of creating a largest human flag, in which there are so many individuals are standing in the stadium holding a single card, right? So each individual you can consider it as a pixel, and the card they are holding is equals to the color of pixels, right? And the total number of individuals are standing together to create a single image is called a resolution. So pixels, color depth or pixel color, and the resolution, these are the three main concept of bitmap images, and you can consider it as a human flag when they are standing all together in a stadium, and when a drone is taking images from the above, so you will see it as a single image, not an individual, holding a card. So let's get started and see what your book is saying about that concept. So we know representation, we are discussing the representation of bitmap images, right? And the bitmap images are made up of pixels. We discussed that thing, right? And they are in two dimension. We are discussing about 2D images, so we will discussing the width and the height of the images to calculate complete image size. For example, if this is the image, so that should have some kind of rows and columns. So in order to calculate the full area of the image, so we will calculate it with multiplying the width multiplied by height of to calculate the full area of the image. So that is something that your book is saying. The images are in two dimensions, right? And they have different shapes. I would say that I will disagree with that point, because pixels don't have specific shapes, right? They are just the color depths, and they are softwares. Pixels are not something, physical. So there are different softwares use the pixels in a different form, and different, screens use a different shapes of, the pixels. So mainly they are just a color, and they are mainly used in a square form because it is easy to align them side by side. So that's not a very much important point, that pixels have so many different shapes. That's not true. The pixels are just an imaginary, the thing which contains the color. The main thing is color depth. Now, what's the another point? Each pixels can be represented a binary number. We know that, like, this is the idea that we are training a computer to understand images. So the whole images contains hundreds and thousands and millions of pixels, and each pixels have its own unique, the binary number. And how that binary number generated, we will see that thing. So, and these binary numbers are, aligned in a series. So that is how computer understand what is the what image that it is creating. So now your book is saying if the image is only containing two colors, black and white, or in our example green and white, so it will have only one bit per pixel. Either it's green or either it's white, right? So 1 bit is enough for an black and white images or two color images. But we want to increase the four colors. We want to use, we are taking the example of some flag which contains four colors, so we need to use 2 bits, right? So we will have a four colors combination, and then we increase it to the 3 bits, so we'll have a eight color combinations, right? And when we are using the 8 bit, so we will have a 256 color combination. And in modern computers we are using the 24 bits, so which have a 16 million different colors combination. And for the 24 bits, we already discussed that thing in when we are discussing the hexadecimal use cases, and we are studying the the HTML color code. So we see that we are using the six digit binary numbers, sorry, 6 digits hexa number, right? And the first two digits are representing red, second two digits were representing green, and the last two digits were representing blue. And we know that each hexa bit is equals to 4 bit. So when we multiply 4 multiply by 6, so it will give you a 24 bits, right? So when you are working on some editing softwares, and when you are working on HTML color codes, and wherever you are using the color codes and using colors, so you will notice that you are making the colors in that way. Hashtag and 6 digits of hexa color code. So that was the side knowledge, and to give you the better understanding how modern computers are using the colors combination, so you will have a solid understanding in a real life as well. Now now it's saying increasing the color depth will increase the file size. We know that's a common sense in nowadays. If the file size is increased, so the quality is also increased, and the file size decreased, so the quality is also decreased. Now the another concept about image resolution, we discussed that thing in the example, that total number of pixels are called image resolution. So in that example, your book is saying, if there is a book if there is a if there is an image containing 4096 width pixels and 3072 height pixels, so we'll multiply them and we will get the total number of pixels, right? There is nothing complicated in that. Your book is also giving you the example of the low pixels and low resolution image, and the high resolution image which may be captured with DSLR or your iPhone. So when the image is very blurry and very pixelated, so we will say the pixels are crashing, or your book is using the keyword fuzzy, right? The picture is, the image is fuzzy, or it's a pixelated, or the pixels are crashing, right? And when the image quality is very good, so we'll say that it is a high resolution or HD image, right? Now the drawback, again it's saying the drawback, the high quality high resolution image is that will increase the file size. So now why your book is forcing so much on the file size? Because the examiner is going to judge your concepts regarding the representation of image topic by giving you the file size questions, as we see these type of questions in a previous video when we are discussing sound. So for the sound and for the image, the examiner is going to give you the file size questions to understand your logics and understand your concept of the topic. Now it is also saying it is also impact on downloading or transferring data. We know that thing. Now we already discussed memory sizes, right? These are outdated. We discussed that why these are outdated. These are the new one, uh, the uh, uh, the IEC form a new standard to calculate the accurate file size. We already discussed that thing in a previous video. Now let's jump into the file size formula. So for image, you have a formula: image resolution multiplied by color depth will give you the file size, and the file size should be in bit and the color depth should be in bits. So if the examiner is going to give you a color depth in bytes, so you need to multiply it by 8 so to get an answer in bits, right? And the examiner is going to give you the image resolution in pixels. So let's take the example one. The examiner is given you the pixels, right? Total number of pixels. We need to multiply them, right? So we'll get the total number of pixels, and your book is saying a photographer is taking the image of that pixels and use the 32 bits of color depth, right? So how many photographs this size would be fit into the memory stick of 64 GB? Now let's calculate the size of the image, and then we will see how many images are fixes in that memory size. So in order to calculate the image size, we know we need to multiply image resolution with color depth. So the image resolution, let's find the image resolution. So it's 1024 multiplied by 128. So it will give you, I will say, 1.1 million pixels something, right? Now multiply it with color depth. So how much color depth we have? We have 32. So total number of pixels multiplied by 32 will give you the total size of your image in bits, which is 35 million something. Now when we divide it by 8, so we'll get the answer in bytes, right? Now we have two options. Either we can convert the file size that we get in bytes into GB by doing the division with 120 1024 three times, like from byte to KB, KB to MB, MB to GB, three times divided by 1024. But that is going to give you an answer in decimal number, so that is complicated, right? So what is the easy way is we can transfer, and we can convert the 64 GB into bytes just by multiplying it three times for 1024. So 64 multiplied by 1024 three times, so it will going from GB to MB, MB to KB, KB to bytes. So we'll get these are the final bytes. Why we are doing the multiplication? We know by doing the multiplications we don't get any decimal values, so that is easy for calculations because the calculators are not allowed in your paper. So that's why we are opting the easy method of doing the multiplication. Either way we can do the division with 1024 with that result that we get three times, and we will get the file size in GB, and then we will do the multiplication and find out that how many the images are coming that 64 GB. Now we have 64 GB which we converted into bytes, so that number in bytes, so now divided by the image size, so we'll get the final answer, which is 15,534 images can be stored in that memory size if the image is containing 1024 x 1080 pixels of 32 bit of color depth. And in example 2, we are let's see what is your example say. Your example is giving you the pixels, total number of pixels 2048 by 2048, and it is giving you the color depth of 16. So 2048 multiplied by 2048 multiplied by 16, we will get the final answer in bit, right? So we will get the final answer in bits. This is the image size in bit. Now what is your book saying? Find the size of an image taken by this camera in MB. So now we need to find the answer in, we need to convert that bit size image into MB. So what we need to do is we need to convert it into byte divided by 8. So now when we divide it by 8, we will get the answer in bytes, right? Now divide by 1024 for KB, and again 1024 for maybe. So dividing it 1024 two times, we will get the answer in maybe, right? So it is doing the two times 1024 in a one shot. I will suggest it do it one by one, so that will give you the edge to avoid any calculation mistakes. So yeah, that was it. That was for today's video, and that was the concept for the image size and the representation of image. And I'll see you on our next one. Bye.